my beautiful nail family. Okay, so first off, I hope you're having the most beautiful day. I'm going to quickly just send this out to the nail squad notification, so if there's any shaking, it'll just be momentarily. I will try to be light like a fairy. I can't believe it's Friday already, guys. Okay, squad. Perfect, Madam Glam. Okay, it looks like it sent it out. Perfect. Okay, so as we wait for beautiful humans to join, if you've already read the title, then you might be guessing what we're going to be unboxing today. Madam Glam came out with new art gels. They also brought back a fan favorite that has only been able to be found in the advent calendar. So, first off, for anybody that doesn't know, Madam Glam is a vegan, cruelty-free, palm oil-free, HEMA-free brand company. They're amazing. I honestly, since I found them, I haven't had anything else on my nails because I actually had the worst allergic reaction, and it wasn't until I found them that I was able to use their polishes and not, you know, be scared of having these really, really scary reactions, because not all companies are looking out for you. But Madam Glam is. And if you scan this QR code, you can learn about their recycling and different places that you can recycle your boxes, bottles, all of that fun stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the magic. And again, for anybody that's new, you can grab Madam Glam goodies at www.madamglam.com. Okay, let's get this open. I've been so excited. Okay, so we have some runaway caps here, so I'm just going to quickly fix that. Okay, so I am so happy, my beautiful representative. She sent out a new no wipe top coat, and Matt, I go through this stuff like it's water just because of when you're doing different filming and all of that kind of stuff, you use a lot of top coat. This is the star of the show. Okay, so this is the item that I was mentioning is only available in the advent calendar. This is their foil gel. Now, that's why I have some foils in the corner here. Their foil gel before was only available, I'm just going to quickly grab, it's like in their mini bottles. So this isn't the exact mini bottle, but basically it was only available in like these tiny guys, and it would only be when you get the advent calendar. But now they have made a full size. And when I say this thing is ridiculously strong, good, we're going to be demoing her today. But they brought it, the fans have asked, and Madam Glam came through. So the foil gel, they also came up with this 3D sculpting pearl gel. Hello, Jonathan. I hope you're doing amazing. So this sculpting gel, I actually saw Mama Does Nails and Miss Jo Nail Co. unbox this. I lost it. I was freaking out. So this is not sticky, and I'm definitely going to be making a flower with her today just to show how amazing. And then last but not least, Madam Glam came out with this art gel, and this is the answer to so many nail woes. So we'll get into that in just 1 second. My wife just came in with Starbucks, so I'm a very happy gal. Oh, honey, the whipped cream is lit. Everything's perfect, thank you. I'm just gonna take one sip before I get in. Oh, that's amazing, sweetheart. Okay, so I am gonna quickly put these away because again, these were just replacements for the ones that I already am on the last strips of, which you're gonna see when I start to do the art. I have to shake it. Okay, hello Nadia. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for everybody that's come in today. Hello Smile Drops. I hope you're doing amazing. Happy weekend. Okay. Now I'm working on a white surface and I'm a proud auntie of a fur baby, so there is hair liable to be in the stream today. Oh my goodness, that Starbucks is unreal. Nectar of the gods. Hello, EK. Hello, Elijah. Okay, so I will let you know. So first of all, welcome to the stream. So you just have to head over to www.madamglam.com. You can actually use my code RAVEN35 for a 35% off discount. I did put all of that in the description box. But the reason why I'm so excited about this art gel is that this cures with a no wipe finish. So you can use it for chrome isolation. You can use it for 3D art, encapsulation. Like, it just keeps going on and on. So there's a lot of things that you can do. There sure is, Elijah. And as I said, it's www.madamglam.com. But if you don't want to type it in, just go to my description in this video, and then you can click it, and it will send you right there. So I wanted to start off with the foil gel because it is very fun. And I think it's a really amazing way to create really dynamic... No time for typing, Elijah. I understand. Really dynamic design. So I actually grabbed this foil. It's really, really pretty. Aw, Smile Drops, I don't, but I work with a beautiful, well, multiple creators that are from the UK. Mama Does Nails and Priya K's Nails. They're both UK artists. Yes, I did get the art gel, Elijah. It is right here. Okay, so things are trying to fall. But as I was saying, this is like very abalone shell. So I wanted to show with a mixture with the art gel as well, kind of how you can create a stunning shell inspired nail, but we're going to kind of do it different. So first, we are going to have to do a luscious coat of this foil gel. Now, I'm going to cure it for a full 2 minutes. You only have to do 60 seconds, but actually Mama put me on this. Curing it for a little bit longer makes it very sticky, and then waiting for it to cool down just a little bit. So I'm going to pop that on. This is just a Hi, Sincerely Theo. We actually have a mod right now, but I can definitely put you, if my mod isn't in, I can definitely put you in there. Okay, so without further ado, let's put on this beautiful foil gel. Now I'm gonna see, because in their earlier formula, it would go like a little bit yellow, and you do not need a lot of this. But it would kind of yellow out, so I'm gonna see. That's why I kind of wanted to do this blush pink background. But nevertheless, this is incredibly strong foil gel, so even if it does have a little bit, I find with certain clear or white over curing, it can kind of change. My beautiful, hello Boundary Rugworks. The one that was asking if they could be a mod, the mod actually just rolled in. Okay, let's cure that. So again, I said I'm going to put for a full 2 minutes. So as that's curing, we can cut the foil. Now what's important, I get these gooseneck scissors. I love these guys. And they're really nice for when you're working with small, like little dainty things. But you can just use any kind of scissors you want. We are all about beautiful humans, Elijah, so that's exactly what that message was. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little slice of this, little slice of paradise. I kind of really love what's going on here. And worst case, if I wanted some of that reflective, I could kind of just layer it. So I'm just going to cut this square as well as I can. Just put that to the side here. Just 1 second. This foil is always not sticky, but it's kind of flimsy, and when you're trying to put it into small packages, it's always interesting. So just bear with me. Okay, now I'm going to put it in for that other 60 seconds. And I'm actually going to put on, so any contact with nail goodies, you really should have gloves on. So I'm going to pop on these gloves. Thank you for the hearts. You guys are amazing. And then the 3D sculpting gel I'm really excited to get into because, as you guys have seen, 3D art is extremely viral. Hello, Jackie. But this is not only pearlescent, but it cures with a no wipe as well. So you can do your flowers and all of that, and you don't have to top coat. So worrying about bulking them out and all of that, not fun stuff. Okay, so that's just about to be out. And I also wanted to show you, so in the beginning of a lot of people's nail journeys, you get a ton of foils. And it's like, what can we do with these? So you can do so very much, and that's what this foil gel is for. So I just cured that for a full 2 minutes, and I'm gonna wait a moment for that to cool down. And as that's cooling, I'm going to grab this. Now, I just want to, we're not looking for a full nail coverage. We actually only want like in the center. So with that, if it does go where I don't want it, I'm not going to freak out. It's like, don't scream. But I really, really, really want that in the center. And then I can remove anything I don't want. Okay, so that was pretty much perfect. Almost exactly where I wanted her. And do you guys see how that just like sucked onto that foil gel? And with minimal pressure came right off. That is gorgeous. So there is a tiny section that I don't want, so I'm going to grab my application brush. I'm obsessed with this. And a little bit of, so you can dip into either acetone or ISO. I'm gonna grab a little bit of, ooh, Jackie's having a party in the chat. I'm gonna have a little bit of 100% acetone. Now this thing I almost just tried to make a new word. Evaporates like crazy, so I try to only put a small amount in this little dispenser dish to eliminate waste of product. So I did not fill that up too high, just to about here, but it's just kind of what I want to use today. So that if there is a little bit of evaporation, I'm not going to cry. Okay, so I'll pump that up. And I'm just going to quickly prime my brush here. Now, I usually like to have some lint-free wipes, so I can just kind of dot my brush off. I'm happy I'm doing that because there actually is some red in this brush. So just give me a second. I'll kind of show you. I'm just cleansing it here. Because then that's going to come off on the nail. Oh, Althea, so lovely for you to be able to catch a live, sweetheart. I'm loving your logo. I actually have some Starbucks my wife just brought me. So happy to see the good vibes in your beautiful face. We are doing a Madame Glam unboxing. They just came out with some new art gels. So what better way than to have fun? So just bear with me. I found out that my very beautiful application brush, somebody, you know, the nail fairies, they didn't clean up after I was done. How rude, right? They're supposed to clean up my studio for me. Who am I kidding? I'm my own nail fairy. I must clean up my studio. Okay, so that's finally, as I say finally, it's still like quite pink, but that's finally coming out. So now, this is what I like. So if you get foil in an area, especially for this design that you don't want, a little bit of acetone, go to the spot, and I'm just going to hold it for a moment and then drag down. That should begin to dissipate. If not, a slight rubbing motion, like a little circle, is all you need. Now I'm trying not to go crazy because I don't want this to go into other areas and take away all my beautiful shine. I'm just trying to remove it from where I don't want it. Okay, so that is perfect. Oh, so you said that the mermaid juice is accompanying the gorgeous abalone shell. Yes, all of that. So usually when you will clean this, you're gonna get like little tiny dots, almost like what looks like glitter. So I kept wiping that just until that removed. So that's absolutely perfect. Now for the next part of this design, because we are gonna be dipping in to the art gel, I am going to grab their velvet matte and we are going to we're gonna seal this. So I really love foil gel because you can do so much with it. Make sure there's nothing on those sides. Now this is why I asked my beautiful rep to send over the velvet matte. This is their award-winning formula and you can do so many different designs, including chrome isolation with it. And there's also just certain designs like pop art nails and things like that that you have to matte. It just brings it to life. But this one is at its last leg. So, okay, so we totally got that all luscious like. So I'm gonna pop that into the lamp. Does anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? Okay, pop that in. Now, let's get into the beautiful art gel. Now, I did quickly grab my Nicole J striper. If anybody's interested, I also have a code for this, RAV10. Oh, Lilo and Stitch. You're cute. Did anybody see that movie? I actually got to see it this, actually the last weekend with my partner. It was really amazing. Very deep subject matter, but amazing nevertheless. So I'm just popping that open. Now I love that Madame Glam gives like an anti-pour cap, if you will, so that your product doesn't pour out. Now it doesn't look like we have a, just gonna try to get a good grip on this. Usually they're now starting to give tabs. Okay, I'm gonna have to break this the other way. Wasn't it an amazing movie? It was too good. I definitely bawled my little eyes out though. Okay, so I'm just gonna actually score this because I can't get the corner. This is usually how I'll open my potted stuff. People typically will do a tiny hole just to avoid spillage, and that's why I said it's a good thing they put this cap in, because that helps that part big time. But I like to just be able to have full reign. Oh my gosh, this already seems like it has such a beautiful viscosity and consistency. I can see it popping through. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this for like the one messy part. 1 second. Excuse my squeaky chair. We did try to oil her, but guess what? We couldn't get in there. Oh, Peppa. I'll definitely put that in the list for the character art. See, like, we're going to do series and also a live, special lives. So that's also why I have the character art over here, because I was going to talk about that in a little bit. Okay, so when you guys see, it's very clear, but it definitely, like, I don't know if it's just the bottom of the jar, but it looks like it's a little bit of a different color than the builder gel. I'm going to quickly grab that. That could also be like the no wipe formula in there. And once it cures, I've heard it's like crystal clear. But yeah, if you kind of look, do you see how this one is kind of, well, you can see so well that you see a hair there. This one actually looks kind of gray. So it will be very interesting as I use it. We're gonna see right meow. Okay, so I did pop that lamp as I mentioned. That nail on the lamp, which look how fun that is already. Oh, your name is Mia. Oh, I'm so happy to have you here. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly, we wanted to do a little chrome isolation moment here. Now, please in the chat, write down if you want to see gold or silver for the chrome. Now, I'm dipping into that art gel so we can also see the consistency here. I'm so excited. Okay, that's the art gel. It didn't want to focus. Okay. Okay, so I'm already having so much fun. And I am quite impressed with how it just flows. And I'm just using such a light touch. And it's pretty much just staying where I'm putting her. That's kind of exactly what you want with an art gel. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, I must do a chrome encapsulation. Hello, Nails Adore. How are you doing, honey? Mia said, I want to go live, but I don't have a YouTube channel. Well, already what you're messaging on, you can use to go live. You just have to have 50 people. So I will definitely make sure at the end of this I give you a follow. So then we can get you to your goal. I'm like, I almost feel like, do I want to put more? No, probably not. Let's connect this. Because I am going to still have to top coat, which is going to bulk it out. So I don't have to worry about that right now. I wanted to kind of have this not only look like jewelry, but give that mermaidy kind of vibe. So I want to create some cells here. And I'm still like losing it over the fact that none of this is flooding or falling anywhere. It's just sticking where I'm putting it. So that's amazing. Just free dipping in here. So this is just kind of how it connects to the nail. So no rhyme or reason. I'm just kind of placing this down. But the reason is I'm going to have the gold or silver. So let me just pop that into the lamp. Now it says only a 60-second cure. So I'm going to put that on for 60 seconds and then I'm going to try to burnish in some chrome. So did we decide, do you guys want to see silver or do you want to see gold? Let me quickly just grab the chromes and show you guys. Okay, so here's the gold, here's the silver. Hi, Jackie, I'm doing amazing. How are you doing, honey bun? What are we feeling for this fantasy? put 1 in the chat for gold and 2 in the chat for silver. Oh, Mia, of course. Martin Beatrix. Is that... I don't even want to butcher your last name, honey bun. AKA Mia. Guys, make sure you give her a follow because she wants to be able to go live and do all of the magic. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Jackie. Okay. Also, for the sculpting, it's crucial to have one of these guys because we're going to be sculpting flowers with the 3D sculpting gel. I will mention to Madame Glam, like this one and the other clear sculpting gel, if they could make bigger ones, that'd be great. Because once you start doing like 3D art, you can go through that little jar so fast. I only cured this for 30 seconds. So we're going to see when I quickly try to burnish this in. Let's just zoom in over here. We're going to see when I try to burnish this if it was cured long enough. Because again, I've never played with this. Gold or silver? I'm almost thinking silver is going to be that really pretty. You love Jack Skellington? Yeah, The Nightmare Before Christmas is one of my favorites. Okay, I'm going to try not to breathe too much. Should probably use my little mask. So what people don't realize is the really fine particles in chrome powders. There's actually been some that are actually like metallic, metal dust, all that kind of stuff. So as a little safety precaution, I do try to pop on a little mask. So I just quickly threw on. Yeah, I want to do Lilo. I'm thinking about doing a full set like that. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of the silver here. Just kind of rub it soft. Oh no, I didn't think about this. I hope it doesn't stick to the other section. Because it is all, like I velvet matted it so that it doesn't stick. But I'm like, that looked like a really good transfer. Okay, let me see. Just trying to, I need my dust brush to try to dust this magic. Because if I use my really good Madame Glam one, when I try to take off my sets, I'm just going to have little silver dust everywhere. And I'm not about that life. Okay, so I'm just giving it a really firm, like, get off my abalone shell. Hello, Lisa. I got you playing on the TV like you're a star. Stop this, Lisa. You're so sweet. So I'm actually trying out Madame Glam's new, oh, this is so pretty. There, I'm going to have to burnish a little bit more on there. They're art gels. But of course, you know all about chrome. It usually sticks where you don't want it to. Even when you're doing the proper methods. But your girl just went ham because I was like, you are not going to fly on the abalone shell. But quickly, with a application brush, I'm just going to take off what I don't want. How are you doing, Lisa, honey? Okay, let me quickly... A lint roller is going to be your best friend in your nail studio at the salon when you're doing this stuff, especially stamping. Hello, Yvonne! Nice to see you, honey bun. Okay. It always makes me, when I see the beautiful name Yvonne, makes me think of She's the Man. When it's like, it's time for you to move along, Yvonne. But I would never say that. I don't want you to move along. I want you to stay here with us. Okay, so I'm just going to gently clean this because I do want the abalone shell to pop here. And that was just too good of a transference. And I do think for the best chrome, you should only cure it for 30 seconds. but I still had a good job of everything sticking. Of course, Lisa popped in because she's a mermaid, so it's like, yep. She could feel the vibes that I was doing a mermaid nail. So just any areas, I'm just giving a quick, kind of like a scrub too, just to take away some of that fine mist. You're a part of my mermaid pod, so I'm really happy you popped up. Okay, I'm just cleaning. It's like, don't mind me, I'm just cleaning here. Now, the velvet mat helps that like everything's not sticking everywhere, but I find that this specific chrome powder I use, even when you do all the proper steps of chrome isolation, it just wants to be all bougie and still be together, and it's just it's doing its own thing. Okay, so I got that. You see already? The nail looks like scales on a tail. I love that. Okay, so for anybody that's just joining, Madame Glam finally released. One second, let me just take, because, like, do you see all this? Like, do you already see all this magic? If it's CSI, they're going to know it was me. It was Raven the Nail Babe. She touched everything. Okay, so both this foil gel and art gel. So this art gel cures in a no wipe finish, so you do not have to top coat it. And the foil gel was only available in the advent calendars. And this foil gel is ridiculously good. This is the foil that I used, and as you can see, I applied some pressure and it just pop right off. But what an easy way to create such a stunning nail. So I'm gonna quickly top coat this baby, and then we're gonna go into, I'm gonna use a little bit of the 3D art gel to like, not encapsulate, but create like a shell blob, if you will, like when you have a gem kind of stands out. So we are going to do all that magic. Let me just grab a top coat. Martin. Aww. I'm going to subscribe to you too, honey bun. I'll quickly take a screenshot so we can get you to your goal, so you can also be going live, because on this interwebs there is beautiful communities that are incredibly supportive, and you deserve to have your time to shine, my dear. Just going to quickly, I don't know how brave I'm being because I left that dang chrome powder open, because like tempting the fates is not something you should do. Okay, so I'm going to, now I'm not going to worry about going too thick because I am going to put some more of the art gel in there. But I am going to put a little bit of an extra dollop because I'm going to be pooling from here to just kind of put it on everything else. Do you already see that effect? That's crazy. We're going to add just a little bit more to that. But first, let's go in these areas here and just seal in. Yeah, after all your hard work, you don't want all of that metal to wash off, so we're going to seal that with a top coat. Now, if you were only doing like a 3D art, you wouldn't have to do any top coating because it already cures in a no wipe finish. But again, because I need to seal in this chrome, we got to put some more. Oh, don't be scared. Oh, Jackie, honey, I'll make sure I'm following you as well. It is actually so liberating when you're able to just share your art, share your vision, and just let that fear melt away. Because you want to know what? We all, like, it's something feels so foreign at first, and the more you get to practice and do more videos is going to come to you like first nature, not even second nature. I'm so impressed with this art gel though. Like it went exactly where I wanted it to go. I'm just going to turn that over and then pop that in the lamp. Just let that self-level a little bit. Oh, your Jackie salon. Oh, I can't wait to see some of your videos, honey bun. Yeah, this nail community is so beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly pop that into cure. And I'm going to grab a little dollop of this art gel. Thank you for everybody that's given us a thumbs up. Okay, so I'm actually going to go in with their long fine liner. I kind of want something that's a little bit shorter. And it's so funny because you're like, that's long. But if you kind of look, so I need something kind of shorter and bushier. That sounds really wrong. That I'll have a lot of control. So when I'm trying to fill in that area of the abalone shell, it will be seamless. And what's really important when you first start is to kind of create a border for yourself, because then the product's not going to spill farther than that border. Oh my gosh, Jackie, hi honey. I just saw your message come through on TikTok. Tiki-talkie. But I am so impressed. Like, I've always been in love with their foil gel, but I'm so happy they came out with a huge jar because we needed that. Okay, so I'm just dipping in. Just doing a soft twirl just to kind of get product there. And then I'm going to try to follow this as well as I can. I'm not going to freak out if it's not perfect, because again, the beauty is in the imperfections in this guy. Just like shells. It's very natural. Okay, so I'm gagging over how smooth this is. It's literally just going where I want it. I know there's like Baroque designs that you can, oh, look how crazy that is. That almost makes me want to just go lines, and do it all through. Like, I'm just freaking out. I just can't believe the way it's sitting. But there's like these Baroque nails that you just do either squiggly or like straight lines down, and this would be amazing for that. Yeah, I am so in love. Raindrop nails, all the things. Now I'm just gently connecting with that border. So I don't want this to be crazy thick, but I definitely want it to be raised. So if you look, do you kind of see that line? So that little divot there is where there's no product. So you can see it's already beginning to raise off that nail. Watching on my TV and on the phone. That is dedication, my dear. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of place that in the center and then gently feather it over. Oh my gosh, it's like butter. That's crazy. And because we did those borders, again, it's not going anywhere except for where I want it. Isn't that crazy? And it is quite clear. So even though I think it's the color of the jar, it is very clear. So I'm loving that. I'm just going to turn that over. Hello, unknown. How are you doing? I think actually I can wave, right? Does it let me? It let me before. I swear, it's always switching up what you can and cannot do. Hello, A. Or is it ah? Okay, so that is looking perfect. I'm gonna pop that in the lamp. So for the flower nail with the pearl, I did want to use one of the new colors from the new collection. Let me just close up the art gel. So this like stunning grapefruit pink is called Pink Elegance. Armita, thank you for joining. Mother's Muse is the purple. Really nice. And then Infinite Love is that like sexy fire coral. I'm going to be doing a 3D flower, and the flower is going to kind of be pearlescent. So which one of these would you like to see as the base color? Because I do want to prep the base before I open up the... So does anybody have a color they like? I want to prep the base before we open up the 3D sculpting gel. Because then that way we would have been able to review all three of them. And Armita, you're doing amazing, sweetheart. And this is also a great way to practice your English. The red. Okay, so far we have one vote for the fire coral. Does anybody want to join in before I paint it? Oh, of course. Okay, I don't think that fully... I don't think that actually cured, so I just turned that back on. Okay, so far this one's winning. You guys have to... You have to vote to be in it. If not, the red is going to win out. Everybody's a winner, though. Are you kidding me with Madame Glam? You're so cute with the draw kiss. We'll definitely have a freestyle day where we can do like suggestions of different things, and I'll do painting and whatnot and stamping and all of that magic. Today I really wanted to test out the new goodies that came in, and I am in love. Okay, I think that red is winning. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so that is fully cured, and so with the no wipe, no sticky, you don't have to worry about that. I was able to create that perfect encapsulation. How fun is that? So I really love, and I would have gotten an even bolder with the silver if I had have only cured for 30 seconds, so I'll definitely keep that in mind when playing around with it. Okay, so we'll put that first one down there. So it looks like the Infinite Love one, so I'm gonna put down a coat of that on this nail. Now this is the one with the round brushes. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing, let's hope there's an area. I'm seeing the little chrome powder, and I don't want to accidentally... Okay, let's try it. No, I want a 0. Okay. There we go. I was seeing little chrome powder everywhere, so I didn't want to accidentally contaminate this color, because this color is crazy, crazy beautiful. And she don't need no contamination. The pigmentation on this is nuts. I see an evil fluff. I will remove her. Fluff? I don't even know her. Okay. Oh! I can't, I know salam, but I can't speak Farsi. I am obsessed with Persian food, though. Okay, so we got that gorgeous red. Do you see how bright that is? Holy Toledo. Okay, so we don't even need to do another coat. That's already popping. But I will have to top coat it. Now, do you guys want it to be matte or glossy? Because we got the options for both. Oh, you speak French. Oh, I love that. Okay. Do we know if we want the red matte or glossy? So sorry. I just had to have a little ice cappuccino. Well, it's actually a caramel macchiato. I had to have a caramel macchiato date. So I wanted to show you guys this specific foil. Let me see if I turn the flash off. Okay, I'll turn everything down, pop that flash on. So do you see these little fragments? These are really fun for when you're creating like gem shell nails, all of that kind of stuff. Lived in France for 17 years. Okay, we're doing matte, baby. That's all you had to say. Okay, let's turn back on that light just a little bit. Now, it's really important for super vibrant colors. You're gonna need to cleanse that because a little bit of color that will not cure in that tacky inhibition layer, that color will go right into your matte, and you don't want that. So you see, just give it a light, like a kind of like a scrub, and you'll know when you did a good job because it'll almost look like it's mattified. Yeah, you see that? I just love this color, matte or glossy, it's stunning. So I'm gonna grab their award-winning Velvet Matte. Pop that on, just a thin layer. Now, I just saw a piece of fluff, like, what the fluff, get out of here. We don't want you. But I'm going to put a little bit more product than normal and just kind of flood it down and then wipe off the excess so I could get any kind of fluff off. There we go, that's perfect. Okay, so with that, it looks glossy, but only for a moment because we're gonna pop that into the lamp and it's gonna go back to that stunning fire coral. So as that is doing its thing in the lamp, I'm gonna grab out that art gel. So one issue when you're sculpting anything 3D is how sticky and tacky it gets in your gloves. You should always have gloves when you're working with this because you can get contact dermatitis. Ooh, please, if I can get one more thumbs up. My lucky number is 13. Okay, so Madam Glam is already out here like doing what needs to be done. We have a tab on here, which for queens like me that are a bit clumsy, this tab is a heaven sent. Okay, so creamy, dreamy, beautiful CoverGirl. It's already given, it doesn't even want to stick. Oh, I love it already. It didn't even want to stick to this. It was like, girl, bye. Okay, I'm ready in love with the consistency. So for a flower, you can do like the 4-point flower, the 5-petal flower, like it all depends. I'm just gonna quickly go in here and grab some, kind of roll it up into some little balls. And then that way we can also see the consistency. So with a little bit of an arrow tool, I'm just gonna dip in here. Oh my goodness, I'm already losing it. Okay, so this is already a really good sign because as I am rolling it, it is not sticking. This will make 3D art a dream. I know I will come back on and do the viral snake. They actually use like the rolling of this to kind of create an impression. I don't want to do that for this one, but so I'm gonna just try to, as it tries to run away on me, I'm gonna try to create some little balls. That's probably too little. I really like the control on this. Hello, Lynn Nails! Y'all, you want an amazing YouTuber, nail content creator, go follow Lynn. She is also a Madam Glam influencer, and she knows what's up. Okay, so this is kind of the size I'm wanting. That's too little of a guy, but the pearl finish on this is so pretty. So I am gonna quickly just roll this up and then I'm gonna split it in half. Yeah, I'm very impressed with the fact that it doesn't get sticky. That's gonna make, again, as I was saying, 3D nail art a dream. Okay, so I'm just trying to roll out those 5. I love the 3D sculpting gel. Oh, honey, it's amazing. I saw some of the Nail Sisters already unbox it, and just sadly being in like a well of things I had to film, I wasn't able to touch it yet. So I am really impressed. It's also very beautiful, beautiful color. Okay, so just grabbing a little bit more here. And then I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of break off a piece. Break me off a piece of that Madam Glam Sculpting gel. Okay, so the really tiny one, I'm going to kind of put those together. Oh, Lynn, I just did this nail with the art gel and the foil gel. So in love. I was like, you just popped in. I got to show you all of the things. Okay, so as I was mentioning, I wanted 5. So I'm just going to kind of put it on my palette here just to kind of see. And knowing me, I probably made these balls a little too big. But once I start sculpting, if I don't like it, I can actually just make it smaller. Right, Sailor? Thank you, honey. So again, this is the pearlescent. It's trying to run away. And I don't know if you guys can see the shine on this, but it is so pretty. The foil gel's amazing, right? So I've actually fallen in love with their foil gel through the advent calendars, but they only offered the really small ones, and you could never buy it separate. That's a little bit too big. I'm gonna have to cut that. So the fact that they've offered now like full size, I'm losing it over that. Okay, so we've got our 5 little balls there. Okay, so we have Infinite Love. Hello, Amanda. Okay, so we have Infinite Love here, which is just like, bam, this colors everything. So we're gonna take the little bowls that we made. I swear I think I made these too big, but that's okay. We're still gonna get the whole vibe for the flower. Okay, so the first one, and I really love, especially when you're using a top coat, how it sticks like that. I don't even have to worry about that falling. I wished for the full size since the first advent calendar, right? No, seriously, the first time it was in the advent calendar, I like lost it, and I'm just like, okay. I still have each and every single bottle from all the advent calendars that I've unboxed, because it's just, but they're all basically done. So when they came out with this, I did all of the squealing. I was like, okay, Madam Glam, come through. Answering prayers up in here. You're so cute, Lynn. See? We no longer have to say the struggle's real because they came out with it. But I'm just impressed with like how well the adhesion is on it. It's pretty crazy. Okay, let me just make sure there's some more spice because we got 2 more. So this one and then this one. So I'm just giving it a light pressure push here. Not anything to sculpt it, but just so that it seals, so that as I'm, sorry, that one to unfocus, as I'm applying pressure, that it will kind of stick. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit of pressure on each one of these just to kind of spread it out so then we can start sculpting our flowers. having one of these little tools, sorry if it was going out of focus there. Dreams really do come true, right? It's the Hilary Duff song. This is what dreams are made of. I'm already in love with the pearl. Girls, stop. Especially after just seeing Lilo and Stitch, I'm like, ooh, this is kind of giving me a hibiscus vibes. Like, how you doing? Hello, Bedazzled. How are you doing, Mama? So make sure you guys are also following Bedazzled Nails for all of your nail art needs. She dips like no other. Dippy, dippy, dippy. When you dip, she dips. And she goes live and just does all of the nail magic. I actually didn't think about the fact that I'm totally going to need either rhinestones or little caviar beads, so I'm going to have to go get those shortly. I'm hoping MG does more colors in the sculpting gel. Me too! Oh my gosh, if they could come out with a rainbow of the sculpting gel, everything, and also please, Madam Glam, if you're watching, bigger jars. We'll even deal with the increase, just bigger jars, please. Okay, so I'm just going to like lightly put this just so the color is throughout and you don't get that shock of this stark red, but you can kind of see it peeking through. I really love how easy this is to mold. I am going to go in here in a second and just, there's like a tiny part that touched there that I don't want. But I'm very impressed. Like, obviously I've gone into the play with their sculpting gel before with the Mirage, but their Mirage gel was not like this. Oh, that's going out of focus. Oh, it's cold in Ohio? Oh, it's hot. So you said it's 1,000,000 degrees in LA? Oh, Bedazzled, I'm so sorry. It is very toasty in here. Actually, I had to turn off my fan, and I was not a happy camper, but I didn't want you guys to have to hear it because it's very loud. But let me tell you, through when we start getting the huge heat waves, like we had a heat wave the other day, I'm still going to have that on, and we're just going to have to bear with it together. Okay, so similar to the, what's it called, the foil gel, when you want to get a part gone, you do have to do the scrubbing motion and kind of just wipe down. And also if you want to seal any areas in here that might be like you have a little bit of seepage or anything, you can just quickly do that. Now make sure you're not putting too much of that under there because then you'll have it pop off and you don't want that to happen. But this is only for clean sake, so that you do not have to, because again, this cures, yeah, with a no wipe finish, so you don't have to worry about top coating this unless you want to. Okay, so I am gonna use, I was just quickly looking for it. I am gonna use that Infinite Love to kind of put a little bit of color throughout. And I did want some black dots, so I'm going to grab the perfect black. I used one of the clears to make a tropical hibiscus and posted it. I think I prefer working with the pearl. Yes, okay, so I've used the Mirage gel and it's very sticky, so when you're trying to actually do like roll into the balls for the flower or anything like that, you kind of have issues. So I am actually going to do a tutorial with this stuff because the fact that you can kind of play with it, you can even put it on a palette without it getting all gummy. It's like, ooh, delicious. Oh, Bedazzled, any room you're in is going to be the hottest room in the house. Because you hot like fire. Kim Nails, hey sweetie, how are you doing? Sorry I haven't been online. Oh, sweetheart, no, no, no. Oh, I just want to give you the biggest squishes. Your physical and mental health is number one. And whenever you are able to be here, it is just all of the heaven with the Nail Sisters being able to kiki. I just really hope that you're doing as good as possible. And I'm only one message away, honey, if you absolutely need anything. Okay, so sorry, I'm just quickly grabbing some of this no wipe here. And thank you about your comment about the nails and everything. You're melting me. I think I'm just about to hit in, no, I did hit in March, my 4th year. So 4 years on the YouTubes. I can't. So I'm just going to take a little bit, because this is very vibrant, and put it inside the clear. Because I do want... It's so bright. It's like it doesn't even separate. I know, it's like no matter what, even mixing it, it's like, hello, I'm here. And that goes right back at you, honey bun. So I'm just going in the center here. I'm going to put most of what I need in that center, and then I'm just going to slowly drag up, slowly drag up. Continue that magic. Okay, now I need my petal brush. I really love this guy. For all of my shading and stuff for the character art, I use this. So I'm gonna kind of just apply some pressure here so it smokes out very nicely. It's not as harsh. But it doesn't take away so much of the product that you're like, what are you doing? It has no effect. Just give that a light tap, tap, tap. And then you can kind of just add into your desire. Now, similar to like an orchid, I want kind of that like stippling. So I am going in with a little bit of like the untouched without the clear as well. I'm gonna put some stuff, some magic in the center, and then the black dots will bring it together. Because right now, Infinite Love is so bright that we're just looking like a murder scene up in here. Okay, I do need some caviar beads. So 1 second. I think these ones are black caviar beads, which I don't want. I love these guys because it's like venom. But that's not the color I want. I do want silver. It's always that kind of stuff that hides from you. I don't know if I have it in my... Ooh, it just glitters just poofing everywhere. Okay, I found rainbow caviar beads. That's not what we were looking for, though. Okay, 1 second. Just bear with me here. Totally gonna have to put like diamonds if I can't find the silver caviar beads. Oh, thank you, honey. They're from, what's it called? Red Iguana. Okay, let me put some of my little orchid dots. You can kind of have so much fun. There's so many different kinds of flowers out there. I love going for walks and then finding different flowers and drawing from inspiration from nature because nature is so darn beautiful. But yeah, you can just go haphazard with this. You do not have to worry. Oh, pink rhinestones, right? Yeah, I do not know where my caviar beads are. But I was like, worst case, I could definitely use some rhinestones. But I love how that's the worst case. That's not even a bad thing. I just know I have so many caviar beads. So when I can't find them, I'm like, seriously? These are cool caviar beads. Actually, Priya K's Nail, she sent this from the UK. This stuff is crazy. Oh, I love how there's a casual diamond in there. Just casual, just fun. Oh, Kim, that part. Every time I'm out with the fur baby, all the inspiration. Also, I've totally brought my full hand. Like, where is she? I've totally brought my full hand outside for pictures with the fur puppy. Like, I'll literally bring my purse and like just walk out with the whole hand, take photos. I scope out new fresh flower areas that I can take shots. So I don't, there's no shame in my game. Okay. Of course, when I'm not looking for the caviar beads, they're gonna pop up, because that always happens. So yeah, we're just gonna go with little tiny diamonds, because why not? I love how I'm like, I'm not gonna need my bling tool. I literally was just holding it. There it is. Shortly thereafter, needs bling tool. So I'm actually, because the art gel is a no wipe, I'm just gonna grab some of this. Aww. Okay, so just trying to see. Can actually just grab a little bit of it with the, just gonna use this tool. I am so obsessed with the control on this. It's insane. Okay. I don't know if I'll need more, so I did put a little bit extra on there. You guys are so amazing. Thank you for coming in today. Just making sure, because that one totally wanted to turn around on me. Yeah, you are who I'm talking about. There we go. Just trying to separate the one wayward child that wanted to turn around. It's so funny, I say like when you're doing line work or bling placement, that's usually the time you will go the quietest. I will definitely, on the recreation one, when I do the filming, I will put little caviar beads. Hold your breath the whole time. Yeah, with flakes. Oh my gosh. That's always the time. You know, you end up sneezing or something and you're like, no! Why did this happen? Okay, so with that same stipple brush, because I put in color, I'm going to take a little bit of that 3D art gel, tap it on my, like, words failing, on my palette, and then I'm just going to go really thin here and just, because it's a no wipe, kind of top coat those areas. If I didn't do any art, you wouldn't have to, but I did. I done did. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I'll make sure I'm following you on all of the things. So I am so obsessed. Like, you already know I'm obsessed with Madame Glam, but I love that they keep coming out with these really revolutionary products that kind of answer a question, you know? So when the question that I had was, when doing chrome isolation, when doing specific nail art hacks, especially like the Baroque, when you're doing engraved, the moment that you use like a builder gel or something like that, you have to top coat, and that can kind of change or warp what you've done. So now with this art gel, you can literally just go straight in with this, and because it cures with a no wipe, you don't have to do anything. So already the fact that you can do like isolation with it, chrome isolation, you can encapsulate, you can do so much different 3D designs like crepes. You know when you do the shell nail, but it's like the opposite side and you do it with the different line strokes and stuff? So it's like you can do all sorts of stuff. The 3D fruit nails, like, just goes on and on. Ooh. Oh, that sounds so beautiful, Kim. Oh, yes, I love that they think outside of the box, and they also think about their clients, right? Like, what can they deliver that is going to help you and take out, like, you don't have to faff with this. I was able to just sit here, grab out the stuff, and effortlessly create. So you don't even have to gas them up. The products speak for themselves. Ooh, you have glitter? You have glitter in your cow. Oh no, not your cowhide. Yep, that's something that would happen to me. I'm so sorry, sis. Oh my gosh, no. Haley, I'm a young nail artist and I was wondering what are some tips you would give me for acrylic? Actually, I am one of the worst people to ask about acrylic. My big love is builder gels, all of that, because I'm actually like very allergic to acrylic. So there's actually my nail sister, Mama Does Nails. She's a Bexy Glow ambassador, which Bexy Glow does all acrylics in the UK. But if you follow her, it's MAMA does, DOES, nails, NA, oh gosh, ILZ. And if you follow her on any social, so like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, she has detailed application when it comes to acrylic and all of that. So I would really send you that way, because I try not to touch it too much because I'm so allergic. I usually will use it for embossing or sugaring and things of that nature, because the more exposure, the more chance I have to just hive up. And that was part of the reason I was talking in the beginning. I had a really bad allergic reaction, and I was never allergic to acrylic before, but it was to a company that had like really sketchy ingredients, and this was before I found Madame Glam. So I'm really happy that they have such quality ingredients, and I can kind of use them, not kind of, I can, without fear that I'm gonna have this like horrible reaction. Okay, let me clear this. So I actually want to show you guys quickly before I head out that Baroque nail I was talking about. So I'm going to grab one of the new cat eyes. Okay, which color would you guys like to see? Let me see if I can turn the light on. Oh my goodness, I did green screen. How can I make that go away? I didn't even know that's a thing. Okay. Green, the pink, the green, purple. Okay, so there's 2 for green, 1 pink, 1 purple. Does anybody else want to join in? Because it's sounding like green's winning. The green is called lime flavor. Okay, so far the pink's out of the running. So there's either we're getting, you guys know I'm obsessed with Beetlejuice, right? This is for the Baroque design, so I guess technically I could use all 3, but I just wanted to use 1. So do we have a third person or somebody that can break the tie between these 2? Oh, there's another purple? Okay, purple wins. Purple wins! Okay, so just want to make sure, because I did grab, there we go. I was like, I grabbed this cylinder magnet. I'm going to need that. Purple. Okay, so if you guys haven't seen this before, this is called Sweet Peony. And sweet baby Jesus, you're not ready for this. Okay, so I am going to only, I think, watch I say this and then I end up going with another coat. But I'm going to go in with 1 luscious coat here. Everyone's like, purple. So I'm just gently waking up the magnet here, the magnetic particles. I really love this specific collection. It, to me, is giving like glass nails. This is very much like a lot of the Korean cat eyes I've seen that are just so breathtaking. Okay, perfect. So once you get, trying to kind of get that beautiful flash reflective, that beautiful chrome in all the places. So I'm going to cure that. This is just like a matte day. Like, I'm going to show you how great their matte is. Hello, how are you? Oh, if you finish that, you are going to get blocked. Yeah, no, I'm a woman of color and I don't play. Is my mod here? I'm just going to remove this person. There we go. Sorry, we do not play with any of that kind of stuff here. And it really breaks my heart because I am really a safe space channel. And especially as a woman of color, to see those kind of messages is just disgusting. So I just had to remove that. We are a safe space, so I like when anybody messages, but if people are going to write things like that, then I will remove them because I don't play. And thank you, Bedazzled Gorgeous. I just froze. I was like, they're not going to spell that out, are they? Because, no. Not today, Satan. Okay, so I'm just going to grab some more of the matte here. So this was one of those designs that I thought up when actually I was doing a collab with Bedazzled Nails. We did a collab inspired by, I think it's Nail Art by Jen. She did these ridiculously amazing cat eye nails that were like all heart cat eyes that kind of look like the Powerpuff Girls when it's like explodes with all the love. But then you do like this 3D embossing. And if I had this art gel, it would have made my life so much easier. I was like up late at night, like, I cannot let Bedazzled down. Like, no. Oh my goodness. So we have more hateful comments. So there's, if anybody knows about beautiful people of color, we come in all different shades. And you cannot take away my blackness just because I am of the lighter spectrum. So you do not know my family nor my DNA. So you, my dear, can leave with your hateful comment. Okay, so we got a luscious coat. Oh my God, that green screen just keeps wanting to come back. We got a luscious coat of that. Oh my, you had to do Starburst. Oh my goodness. No, sis, you freaking slayed. Like, I was looking at your stuff and I was like, where did you have trouble? Like, where? You just did amazing. So I'm gonna grab out my striper here. And yeah, on the topic of like racism, that's why representation matters, because of hateful comments like that, where people do try to attack your blackness or this and that. And it's really sad when we should be encouraging and supporting and loving one another. Right? Just leave the green screen. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this art gel again. We're gonna pop her open. Thank you, Boundary. You are the mod with the mostest. So this was what I was mentioning when I did the collab with beautiful, is it Brandis? Am I saying it right, or is it Brandy? I don't want to say it wrong, honey bun. But when I did the collab with her, I swear I was faffing about with builder gel, and then I had to top coat it. And so if I had this, it would have just saved my bacon. Okay, so this is it matte, which, come on, isn't this sexy? Thank you, Boundary. That's part no hate. Okay, so I'm just gonna dip in. Now, I don't want a very thick, like I want rather thin lines, so I'm gonna try not to have too much product here. But too little is also a problem. So I'm going to try to make these as straight as possible, but this is just a quick demonstration, so if it's not perfect, I am not going to be crying. Now, if anybody's interested in these liners, you can grab them on NicoleJCollection.com. And I was mentioning, I'm a brand ambassador for them now. So you can use my code RAV10 to get 10% off of any of these liners. And I have a really shaky arm because of my own health stuff and nerve damage. So I'm very impressed with how it works. Oh my gosh, did they put me to like a hateful section on the internet? Because I've never had this much hate ever. And we will have no grand wizards here unless you're an actual magician. Oh my God. Thank you, Boundary. My heart. That is so sad. So I'm doing some spaces in between these because I'm doing it all at the same time. But I am going to be going in, like, these are quite thin. Oh my gosh, the green screen keeps coming back. What is happening? I swear they're casting some spells, but guess what? Our love and the power of the Charm Squad is stronger than any kind of hate, and we will always prevail. I love how the matte looks until I put it on myself, and then I end up putting the shiny on it. Oh my gosh. Right? Probably that Bedazzled. Oh my gosh. Like, I always say when people aren't being hateful but maybe trolling, I always leave it because it's support, right? And even those negative comments, through the algorithm, it's just support. But ultimately, when I start seeing really hateful stuff come through, I can't in good conscience just leave that. It's like completely against what I stand for. And yeah, no, not today, Satan. Okay, so These lines are as straight as they're going to get today. But I'm going to quickly pop that in, and you can already see the design is coming to life. But I love how this doesn't move. This is amazing. And right, so with the conversation about matte, my big thing is, because I've actually used matte on myself and I thought I would never, it really has to be specific designs or specific colors. So for instance, this color that you guys selected for the flower nail, this matte is crazy. Like, I feel like it wakes something up, makes it even brighter. So it really depends. Like if you're doing pop art nails or something like that and you matted your nail, I think no matter what, it would look gorgeous. But yeah, there is certain things, especially glitter, when you try to matte that, you're like, unless you want that shift, because it can, some magic can happen. Shift happens. Okay, so now I'm just going to go into the center of all the other ones. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't have too much product here, because again, we just want these little precious. Again, could you please remove them? Yeah, I definitely somehow got on the wrong side of the internet today, but that's okay. We'll keep on pushing. I am so impressed though. Like, I am just going line after line. Oh, it went green again. See, isn't it weird that it keeps happening after people are writing stuff? Because I didn't click that. That's really strange. I don't even know where my line was there. I'm like, what's wet and what's not now? Okay, let me quickly cure that. But again, like if I was doing that design with a builder gel, then I would have to go through all of those individually with top coat as well. So the fact like they came out with this is genius. Yeah, matte is great for creating depth between the layers. Well, I can screenshot here, like I just screenshotted it, but I think there's an area, so like when you turn on, oh, yeah, it totally did it again. When you turn on the flashlight, right underneath it is the green screen, which if you click it, I was just double checking here. Oh, you can actually put images. Okay, wait, I don't want to click the puppy. You can actually put images. I'll put actually, I won't put the crow of the day. This is my thumbnail. So that's crazy that you can you can change your background. That's definitely a new effect. Wowzers. Oh, don't even get me going on Natalie Mugridge. She's amazing. Like, phenomenal. Okay, so how fun, I'm going to definitely have to turn on the light for that. How fun is that? So again, this art gel, you can do so much. But it's really just endless. And I was able to use it to encapsulate, and then the pearl to create the flower. So there's so much you can do. Yeah, she's hilarious. I can't thank you guys enough for coming into today's video. I had so much fun creating these with you and definitely showcasing the beautiful, and now I clicked that on myself, trying to turn the light off. This is really gorgeous. So foil gel, art gel, thank you Boundary, and 3D sculpting. This is your nail art trifecta. You need it to create all of the things. And you beautiful humans, honestly, you're gonna make me cry up in here. The amount of support and love and the fact that you just stayed here in this safe space just means everything. And I heard something a while back that if you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. So it's important, though we're a safe space, that when you see injustices, you talk about it. So thank you guys for being so amazing and supportive. And I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. George Washington, you can see yourself out. And I just really, really hope that everybody has the bestest day. This Charm Sister, I'm about to be out. 1 second, let me grab my goodies. I have my little charm symbol here before I leave. And like all of this is done with Madame Glam gels, by the way. So she sells herself. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for an amazing stream. Sending so much love. Before I say this Charm Sister's out, Lynn Nails, thank you so much, honey. You are like, I can't express. I'm so happy that I recently got to meet you in the collab. You are so talented, so kind, and I feel blessed to have you a part of the nail community, honey. And Kim, thank you so much for coming in. And if you need anything, I'm a message away. Bedazzled Nails, you are a queen. Thank you, thank you. Just scrolling through. Boundary, Althea, thank you, dolls, for coming in. And Boundary for that wrench. You are amazing. Jackie, thank you, honey bun. I think we had Mia, Sailor, Flashy Edits. She said, can you do Stray Kids nails? Does anybody know what the Stray Kids are? Is that a not a comedy, is that a cartoon? I'll definitely check it out. Yvonne, thank you so much for coming in. Lisa from Dana August Nails. Thank you, sissy. I think that's everybody that popped into the chat that commented. Blossom, thank you for coming in. Smile Drops. And Jonathan and Nadia. Thank you guys, or Nadia. Sorry if I just butchered your name, baby girl. I love you guys so very much. Aw, oh Kim, I'm squeezing you. You are absolutely so kind. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day and the best weekend. Ooh, we're closing out in lucky number 13. That's my favorite number. 13 beautiful humans. Have an amazing weekend. I love you guys. Till the next time. Bye. It's gonna go green. I screenshot it. See? Of course it doesn't do it now. There we go. We're gonna close out the show being I'm green. Abba-dee-abba-da. No, I'm joking. We're not going to do that. I love you guys so much. Bye, lovelies. Love you, Kim. Right? That's going to be like an inside joke. If you know, you know. I'm green. Yabba-dee-yabba.